And so I said, so I told Deadpool, "Fuck you." That's right. Because, you know.
Reasons?
Anyway.
Happy Halloweeny! Yay!
Oh my God, it's stuck.
Oh,
Help. Get this off of me.
I did take it off you. That's your real face. No.
No, it's not. Well, okay. Hey, babe. BC and Miss Sayer here. Hold on, let me get a drink. I had an itch first.
What? Oh, I thought you were hitting a tap or something.
No. See, this here's the tap.
Yeah, get it out of there. Tip him over and pour him out.
What? Doesn't everybody's Viking helmet store a little something?
Welcome to a Halloweeny edition of BC's Games and More. I'm Mrs. A. This is BC.
We're just messing with you.
Player 4.
We're fine, normal.
Player 4 has very messed up parents. Okay. Hi, here we are. Welcome, Erie, PA.
And that's when I had to just sit there and out of nowhere. It was like out of nowhere. It was just a... until the handle broke off.
Okay. Wow. You have issues with Deadpool. Let me just state that clearly.
Deadpool's all right. I'm going upside down. So anyways.
It's been a long day.
It's been a hard
day. Cannot adult anymore today.
Adulting sucks.
So that's why I was thrilled to know that although this was a rather crappy day.
Hey, who's here? Hey, it's Wayne and Carrie.
I don't know my thing turned on. Okay.
Well, hold on. We're there. Just wait.
It's my carry number 3.
Just hold on.
Oh,
We're trying.
I got so many carries here.
We don't have the keyboard up, so I can do this though. Look, I can do this. I can like that.
I like it.
You know, we can write comments too. I mean, like we could literally just like write comments.
We could. I know. Yes. I know.
But anyways.
I always like to.
We're working. We're here. We're here. We got stuff going on. Oh, whoops.
It's a Halloween edition. Hello to Skoldrin.
Hey.
Just want to give a shout out and a good job and a double thumbs up to Skoldrin and his team over the HWR Radio Facebook page for their coverage.
We're playing House of the Dead too.
For their coverage of Evolution this past weekend. It was long. It was very intense at times. Enjoyed listening in while I did my random evening adulting. Yay! So, good job to them. I heheard that
Yes, go on.
Brock was on Raw last night.
Oh.
Just when you thought you were rid of him.
You can't beat the Brock.
Why can't I find you here, honey Bob?
What? What's happening? What's going on?
Find you, honey Bob.
What's happening? Your lights are messing with my eyes, by the way. Your hat lights. I'm just playing. Hey, don't forget the light sculpture. Oh, look out! They're coming for me.
I'll go vibratory. Hey, folks.
Hey.
Oh, also saw your unboxing video. I'm so glad you.
That was awesome.
Yes. Are we live now?
I think we're live.
Live now.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That guy just died.
Let me join. Yay.
Too late, you're dying, son.
Okay, you turn that off. I think I got it now. All right, I'll be a little bit more able to see, and then you can.
Oh, come on! You can
admire the top of my hat. There, I have joined.
There was nothing we could do.
Since it might be pouring rain tomorrow, we're Halloweening now.
Yeah.
And I thought I would Halloween and take the Halloween dare, which now I'm the only one watching. That's fine.
Oh no!
With some jelly beans. Now we've had jelly beans on the show before.
Spicy hot ones. They're
Spicy hot. We had beer. We had champagne.
Champagne.
We've gone the gamut here. But how about barf and spoiled milk?
I don't know if I can handle that shit.
I have to stay in character here. Where's my
Help?
I'll do that one. These are apparently masquerading flavors. There's a good tasting flavor and a bad tasting flavor. And who knows what you might end up with. If I could get your face out of the screen there.
Oh, wow.
Who knows what you might come up with. It's not going to focus. That's okay. Thought that would focus. As you can see.
Hey, I saved you, but watch out.
The same
watch out,
color
girl.
could be a good or a bad flavor. I thought it would be fun.
Please take this.
Oh, thank you.
Get on your knees, woman. I'm sorry. Did I say that part out?
I think you said that out loud. Oops. I don't think you're supposed to say that out loud. Or are you in character as a Viking?
Little R&P you're talking
Little
about?
R&P. Okay. I'm going to take one of these yellow ones, which could be buttered popcorn, which through Jelly Belly usually is buttered popcorn, or it could be rotten egg. And I thought a witch needs to have a sourpuss. So, in the spirit of Halloween candy, a day early, let's try. I think all of these flavors are sweet. And
But you think they're trying to fuck with you?
they're just messing with you, yes.
Woo!
That's buttered popcorn. Yes.
Ah!
Take our factory tour? Go to California. Dare to compare. 4th edition. I still say none of these bad flavors are actually real.
Probably not.
Lawn clippings, dead fish.
Okay, I can't pay attention. I can't pay attention. I gotta stop. I gotta stop here.
It's the hat.
Oh, look. Oh! Alright, how about I just try one hand?
4th edition, so there must be plenty of these boxes out there, but we'll have to stop at the Jelly Belly store now after Halloween. I've got it stuck on the top of my mouth now. And then just see if they have any of those left, because I think that'd be really funny to put in for like Christmas presents and stuff. Everybody likes candy at any time of the year.
I hope so, but I got the...
One of those has to be ended up being a bad flavor. I don't know. Yes, tonight we are entertaining a little bit of the House of the Dead because of zombies.
I'm not paying attention.
Halloween, you know. And we thought we would pull together some favorites. So if you have a favorite,
now they show up to save me after I killed the boss. That was going on in this city.
I thought he was going to say, where the hell have you been? If you have a favorite Halloween ghoulish ghosty video game, we want to hear it. Mine, which I'm sure, since this is a shoot 'em up, I'm sure yours is House of the Dead, but I have to go with Ghostbusters.
For the 2600.
Yes.
The NES version sucked ass.
Oh.
Yeah. 2600 version is actually better.
And wasn't it directly, like, they didn't really change a whole lot of this when they went to the Nintendo version, right?
Well,
Is that the
yeah.
one?
I mean, look at the graphics in comparison. I mean, how you know,
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to help, but you're making me hold my fire.
So if I had to have
I didn't get the zombie out in time. He died.
John! Oh my gosh,
John, we need to know, how well did you... Oh, oops, I wasn't paying attention. Those
zombies
just
are coming
killed.
and attacking.
I'm playing House of the Dead
Let
2
us
while I
know
was.
who won the arcade machine.
Yeah, I got
Did you
to know.
win? Did you win?
I got to know. Right now, we're playing some House of the Dead 2 and 3, and Miss A wants to play some Ghostbusters.
We're playing our favorite Halloweeny video games. So RoboCop. I'm sure people dress up as RoboCop for Halloween.
Not around here.
Let us know who won the arcade machine. We saw amazing pictures. It looked like a fantastic time. I hope everyone
Died.
had a... I hope everyone died.
No, I had game over.
Oh. Making my jelly bean hurt there. We hope everyone was safe in the haunted hotel.
There was a House of the Dead 4 arcade machine I saw recently for sale.
How many houses did they make? Was that the last one?
I think 4. I wouldn't want that one though. The gun goes bad. Yeah, that's like $500.
Oh,
per gun.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you know what happens.
Oh, I thought $200 was bad.
Yeah. Oh, for the other guns I was showing you.
For the other guns you were talking about.
Yeah.
Before you even showed me. Yes.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, cool. You know, it's like, you know, it sounded like you know, the Mad Vikings did well raising money for the kids.
Yay!
I received a private message. I'm not going to say from who. And I was assured that they made a shit ton of money for the kids.
That's awesome.
So it was cool.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to go tag him now.
Beanboozled.
Am I over here?
Yes, you're right in the thing.
Did I spell that wrong? Yes. No. Okay.
John. Hey, John's Arcade. I forgot their.
John's Arcade. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You know what? They're like.
Let me just randomly tag.
D.
Oh, is that the one that went on tour? No.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
the thing that you shared the live video that went on a tour of their factory. That's
no.
I'll probably have to.
No, don't worry about it. He might be at work.
Keyboard. He might be at work. Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
What I'm saying. Just calm down.
He might be doing a little R&P.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. It's okay though.
There might be official Viking business going on.
Hey, could be.
Other amazing Halloween video games go.
Lots of them.
You know what?
Now, we went over and did a Halloween listing last year, if you remember.
Indeed.
You know, it's like the top one I had for the N64 was, oh my goodness, I just drew a blank.
Uh-oh.
Shadowgate?
Probably.
I can't remember now. Wow, I just drew a blank.
When I looked at some lists online, people had Doom.
Doom is not really a Halloween game.
And I'm like, it's ghoulish and ghastly.
That's actually going to hell. If anything, that could actually be classified more as a religious game. How funny is that, people?
True. So I'm not sure that qualifies.
He's fighting the demons in hell.
Yeah. But yeah, Doom was on there. Luigi's Mansion, which I do think that does qualify.
That's he's going into a haunted mansion, you know. So,
but
I'd accept that. Doom,
and then of course you can't have Luigi's Mansion without Maniac Mansion.
True. Maniac Mansion, not really a Halloween-ish game, really, but it's Maniac Mansion. So
did they make a video game of Friday the 13th?
Yes.
There you go.
It's a 4-player game.
Ooh, was it in arcade mode?
No.
Just a game. Okay.
Yeah. NES. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Ooh, for the Atari 2600, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as well as Halloween. The games kind of suck ass. And they're a little pricey now. So
I suppose every late 80s, early 90s Halloween slasher got its own video game.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind having, and there's one up for sale. It's only a couple-hour drive one way. But I just spent a bunch of money.
What?
Well, I did.
Christmas money, not Halloween money.
Well, but still. It's like money that it's like, oh boy, I would have bought that for that can be the Christmas present instead. Because BC dropped $300, on a little 3/4 arcade, from the Walmart. I got to put together because I got to make sure that I did not pick up the one that has a bad ROM set. I think we're good.
Yes, I heard about that. That's so odd.
Yeah. But it's I know you were like, well, that's for you and him. I'm like, no, it's more for him and you, because it has Rampage, Joust,
and as much as
Gauntlet, Defender. You're not gonna play.
No.
Especially the way that they laid out the controls.
Love Rampage though. Rampage and Joust, and at least
the only thing I was upset with,
it'll be full size.
Well,
because the little one is cool. Where my little one went.
They're upstairs.
But it's really hard when that bird gets
into when
motion.
You gotta really start.
You're
flapping.
like, whoa, and it's really tiny.
Yeah.
So the big one will be awesome. And it looks super cute. We hope to bring you a mini.
We're gonna have to do a mini
soon
review of it.
We want to make sure that we don't have a defective one. Pretty sure we're still doing some testing on that.
Apparently, the Rampage model, a lot of people wanted, and apparently there was a whole batch that came out with a bad ROM set for Gauntlet. Now, what upsets me, though, is it's the 2-player version Gauntlet, and Gauntlet was also a 4-player cab. I was like, oh, that's cool. They'll just have it set up so you can only pick 3 different people. No, and then I realized in hindsight why they did what they did.
Okay.
In the original Gauntlet, 1, 2, 3, 4, wherever you put the money in, it was like the original Turtles arcade. You put the money in number 1, you were Leonardo. You put the money in number 2, you were
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they did that with Gauntlet, and I realized, I'm like, oh, well, they couldn't do it that way because then no one could ever pick the wizard.
Oh.
Because you have the warrior, the Valkyrie, the elf, and the wizard. So that's why they went with the 2-player ROM set, because then you can pick who you want to be. So you can be red warrior, blue warrior, whatever you want to be. So I realized why. It's like the funny thing is, though, I keep hearing people, you already get people, why would you even buy this? I mean, you could just sit there, go pick up a retro pie and make your own arcade. And it's like,
Because
you can also build your own arcade cabinet.
You could have the game 100 different ways.
No, wait. Now, here's the funny thing, though. It's like the people that bitch the most, I laugh because it's like they're the same ones who would then turn around and be like, well, that's not, no. And it's like, yeah. You're illegally downloading the game ROMs.
Exactly. Which is very wrong.
These companies are paying the license fee. So it's incredible that it's only costing them $300 for you to be able to pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. It's like, hey, and there's 4 games on it. Some of the cabinets have only 3 games. That's the Street Fighter cab. Now, my biggest complaint for me personally is the sound quality. But I expected the sound to be kind of crappy because it's like, well, you're going to have to cut corners somewhere to keep this price at $300.
Right. But I have to wonder, because it's not like that cab, even though it's petite, it's not like it's full to the brim on the inside.
Oh, no.
With all of its stuff. So I imagine it has some space, just like a regular size arcade has space in it. And that you probably could update the... No
proprietary setup that they have in it.
Like you can't just hotwire a better speaker?
You could wire it so you'd have dual mono speaker. Personally, what I wish they would have done would have been to include a phone jack so you could, like, plug in like a subwoofer like we got plugged into the TV right here.
Okay, that was my next question. But
You know, but it's like, yeah, you could rig up a secondary speaker, but it wouldn't be really stereo sound. It would still be
on the
dual
other
mono.
hand, it's not always bad that one of these things does not blast you out of your seat when you're
I know,
playing.
exactly. I concur with
the
that.
Rambo Pachislo is like.
That's the reason I unhooked 2 speakers. There's 4 speakers in that.
It's like Rambo is literally screaming at you in Japanese.
Oh,
You're just like,
Rambo.
oh, Rambo.
You gotta shake a little bit more. You see how they come in. You know, it's like, yeah, that Rambo game was fun. But anywho.
Mercy.
But yeah.
So we'll do a separate video on that soon. Once we find out where its home is going to be and get it all set up.
And we got a dual purpose reason for me wearing the Pac-Man shirt.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
As
I mentioned, we picked up a Miss Pac-Man.
Yes,
but it turns out the board in it is actually an original Pac-Man board that then had a daughter board hooked onto it to turn it into a Miss Pac-Man. So that's cool. So I wore the Pac-Man shirt because of the arcade cabinet. Mini update on that. Miss A has ordered an item.
I too went shopping.
And once it arrives, we'll have to take a look, and I'll have to do some double checking. Ooh, pardon me.
Oh.
See how I'm gonna want to wire up all this stuff. Yeah, act like that. Okay, whatever. But Pac-Man is also on our list this week.
I heard rumor.
But not the arcade Pac-Man.
Oh.
So let's get to our list.
Yes, the video game?
Yes, let's get to our list of the week. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and this is a nice little segue. Once we get to the end of the list, we'll do that. Piece of paper in my hand. It has our list.
Yes, I get what you're saying. Okay.
First up, from 10/28 all the way back in 1994, it was Sonic and Knuckles for the Sega Genesis was released. Yeah.
What I love is that this is not.
You can play it by itself. Yeah, it is. There's a game on there. But if you plug other Sonic games into it, then Knuckles goes in, and you can get to other different parts in those games that you couldn't get to before.
So it was kind of like a game and an expansion pack all at the same time.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And then a BC favorite. BC's favorite game for the GameCube. Gladius. Love me some Gladius.
Is it on the Switch?
It is not.
It should be.
Don't care.
What? Think how amazing it would look. Think how amazing it would look.
It even smells Gladius.
Do you need a moment?
No.
It smells Gladius.
It smells Gladius.
So like
it's a
leather
9 out of
and
10.
Sand and blood, or what? What does it smell like?
Dead bear. And next up, Player 3, aka the little dude.
Oh, indeed.
One of his favorites. He hasn't even gotten to play this yet, but it's one of his favorite characters.
Don't tell it.
This is actually one of his Christmas presents.
Oh.
And this month, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is supposed to be coming out.
Yes,
in the theaters.
This month, yes.
So
super exciting.
There's Felix and Ralph, and why can I not remember Penelope?
Hopefully,
yeah, Penelope. Her name. Yeah,
we'll be healthy enough to go. I know. He loves the first one.
Now that was from 10/30/2012.
Aww.
But wait, what else came out on 10/30?
I wonder why it took so long for them to put a game out after the movie. That movie was out a while ago, wasn't it? Is it just me?
2012.
Having a day. That is also when the movie came out.
Right around there.
Right around there.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I thought
Do
it
the
came
math
out
on
before that.
how
That's
long
still That's quite a haul anyway.
It's more impressive that they're having a sequel this much later after.
Yes.
But guess what else came out on 10/30, but only in 1987?
Ooh. Oh.
On the NES.
Okay. Pac-Man?
No.
No. Oh! Yay!
One of Miss A's favorites.
Happy birthday to Joust!
She's like, huh? What are you talking about?
Not with your eyes. Can't see that far.
Okay. And we put in Skaldrin. I don't know if you're still hanging out. If you are, you've been playing this so on and off. Came out in Japan on Halloween back in 1991.
A definite Halloween.
Super Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4.
Now, is this your favorite Castlevania?
I probably like number 3 better.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2 because I do like Simon's Quest and a lot of people do not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they just progressively get longer? Like, is this a super long game?
No.
No.
That didn't happen until like Symphony of the Night. Oh, speaking of Symphony of the Night, finally saw the 20 games that the PlayStation Classic came out with.
Oh yeah. The one that doesn't get sold with a plug.
Yeah, no power supply. You got to supply your own power supply, and it's $100.
Powered by the sun.
Well, no, I don't know. I mean, I was checking out the games, and I'm like, really? This is. There's like a couple games on there. I'm like, oh well, that's kind of a harder to find game. That will set you back just for the disc.
But Symphony of the Night was on there.
No Castlevania. And it's like, hey, this was on the SNES Classic. You had Castlevania on the NES Classic.
I'm totally not PlayStation version.
Oh no, I mean it's like, yeah, if you had Symphony of the Night on there, it'd be well worth picking up. Because that's gonna set you back $50 to $60 if you want it in a case.
Right.
I know BC sold one a while back. But yeah, I mean, like, ooh, there you go, Metal Gear Solid.
I heard so much about that when it came out, but
yeah, whatever. It's like I
was never impressed by it.
I mean, in all fairness, it
was a big seller. Whatever.
Like I said, in all fairness, I just did not really get into the Sony when it first came out. Like, if you remember, I actually bought my first original PlayStation just so I could play Symphony of the Night.
Yes.
Beat Symphony of the Night was like, well, that was fun. Hey, he wants to buy a copy of Symphony of the Night. I still got my Super Castlevania 4 though.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a while before people are really like, PlayStation. Do you have PlayStation?
But PlayStation came out like right around the same time as N64 and all that. It's like, hey, what are you doing up? You're supposed to be in bed.
Oh.
What are you doing on here?
She wants a jelly. She wants to see a jelly bean. Not that jelly bean.
Check these flavors out. We have spoiled milk, rotten egg, barf, booger, stinky socks, dead fish, toothpaste, my personal favorite, canned dog food, moldy cheese, and lawn clippings. I kid you not.
I'm buying you some for Christmas. I
want
you to eat a lawn clipping jelly bean.
Miss A sampled one.
It was popcorn. None of these are.
Well, no. You don't know which one you're gonna get. They look like other ones. You can get a dead fish.
No.
Or maybe not. Okay. Anyways, let's continue here. Okay. It's like also on Halloween.
Yes.
Release.
Yes.
By Midway.
Stop.
Midway Games in the arcade. This is the arcade machine that I told you about. That is only about a 2-hour drive away.
So looking for the ghost there for a second.
Oh. Carnival.
Oh,
the little bitty shotguns.
And it had shooting. Yes. You showed me the picture of the arcade machine.
Oh my goodness.
We had our moment. I told you no. You cried. I'm kidding. But they were.
I just already told you. I already spent over $600 in the last couple weeks.
Variety.
And so I was like, hey, I can't drop the money on that. Oh.
They're foul.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think the bad flavors are real. Player 3 ate one, and we stood there watching. And we're like, well, is it dog food or chocolate pudding? He's like,
I'll tell you once I'm done.
He finishes and goes, I hope it was chocolate pudding. It's like you had chocolate pudding. You know what it tastes like.
Wait, what does that mean? Oh, yeah. So Carnival came out on Halloween, though.
Hey, you're hurting my jelly bean.
And here we go, November 1st. For Windows, Donald Trump's Real Estate Tycoon.
Oh, happy birthday.
saw it. I was like, that's hilarious. I gotta talk about it.
Happy birthday to Donald.
Okay, now here we go. Here's the interesting one.
Wonder if he's a player in the game.
Pac-Man for the NES.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Pooping out.
Are you all right?
I dropped
Are you all right?
joust. Dropped joust.
You're supposed to push the button so the bird flaps. So anyways.
Okay.
Pac-Man by Namco.
Okay.
Released in 1984 in Japan.
Yes.
Did not get released by Namco here in the U.S. until, oh my God, when was it? 1990, 1991? Let me double check. I think I wrote it down.
Holy, why?
Oh my goodness, no, I'm sorry. Namco did not release their U.S. version until 1993, November of 1993.
Almost 10 years later?
Yes. Now here's the, thank God though, in 1989, Tengen released first, their licensed version, and then they sat there, so they paid Nintendo, and then they're like, well, why are we paying Nintendo? We'll just make our own, and we'll bootleg it onto your system, and then we won't have to pay your licensing fee. And then they got sued, and then they paid Nintendo a lot of freaking money, and then they probably shouldn't have done that. Tengen, by the way, was owned by Atari.
Are you going out tomorrow night for Halloween?
Anyone?
Miss Judy.
Anyone
Are
going
you going somewhere fabulous?
Fabuloso?
Or are you going to haunt somewhere?
You want to go trick-or-treating with Miss A and the little dude?
Not sure if we're going. If it's raining.
Go trick-or-treating at Mimi and Papa's. Oh, AKA Grandma Grandpa BC.
We'll go trick-or-treating at Mimi's house.
And the last game on my list from November 3rd, 2003, Bikini Karate Babes for Windows was released in Russia.
Oh, wow.
That's not the sad thing. That's not the sad thing. There was a part 2 released later. The whole point of this game being made.
Oh, she's not. You're not going trick-or-treating.
Oh.
Come trick-or-treating with me. Oh my God! I thought you were crying. I was a little drop of sweat. Your hair is crying.
That's so sad. You're not going trick-or-treating. Sad horns.
Oh, sad.
Anyways, I gotta go to work, so. Anyways, though. It was only funny because they actually made it to poke fun at the direction the fighting games were going in.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
So well, no, it's actually
real. But...
Oh, yeah, it's a real game, but the developers actually made it to make fun of what they were doing with other fighting games.
Should I put a sad face emoji on that last comment? Okay, no. Just going to Nana's house.
That's all right.
We love Nana.
Yeah, go hang out with Nana.
Nana's always have the best candy, by the way.
Oh, my grandma Otto. Oh, she used to sit there. She actually made the kids come inside because, she didn't have no kneecaps, but she still walked.
True.
All you people out there, with fibromyalgia, a.k.a. Bacomyalgia. My grandma had no kneecaps, and she still walked.
Of course,
what's your
she
excuse?
made
homemade
candied apples.
Candied apples, carameled apples, rolled in nuts.
That's why the children had to come inside.
Oh, dear goodness. No, it was hilarious. It's like there would be like teenagers would dress up, and that's the only house they went to.
Oh.
Because they remembered having them. And my grandma would be like, that's a nice outfit. How old are you? Yeah, my house.
If you see teenagers out this year,
and then
give them some candy. They could be out, kicking a dog or getting high or something. If the teenager is trick-or-treating tomorrow, give them candy, okay? Life is short.
Give them some life advice. Dude, you ain't gonna pick girls up dressed like that.
Give them a candy bar.
Put on the face paint. Don't wear the mask. Put the face paint on.
Unless they're dressed up as Hillary.
Unless it's a dude. If he's dressed up as Hillary, it's like, all right, that's kind of funny. How dare you assume?
Shouldn't assume gender, by the way.
That's right. No one was assuming
She's too sad.
You can't be too sad. Turn those horns.
Meet me at Mimi's house.
Turn those horns around and make them into a smile.
I'll need somebody to trick or treat in the rain.
Trick or treat.
It's literally that one block, and it's like
no. You get like 2 rows though. You know, it's a pretty decent
We'll
little
get you some
haul.
candy. It'll be good.
You know, it's a pretty decent haul last
Plus,
2
you
years.
got that hat. Oh, didn't you have a picture of that? And it had the lace and stuff. You got to have that hat on.
That's for work.
Come trick or treating at Mimi's tomorrow night with your hat. It'll be fantastic.
BC's
I wear
either.
my little.
I got to work tomorrow, so I got to be in uniform. So my undershirt will either be Venom, or will be the Punisher again. Ooh, no, maybe I'll go Black Panther shirt.
True.
Wait,
That's a
would that
pretty
be
nice looking shirt.
would that be cultural appropriation?
Yeah. Might be.
Oh, I'll have to contemplate that. I'll double check with my boys. They'll fill me in. They'll be like, BC, you can't do that, or they'll be like,
I have a thought of what to get Miss Judy as a trick or treat. I think she's gone now, but
I got an
good night,
idea.
Miss Judy.
It's orange. It takes 2 AA batteries.
No. The flavor I'm thinking is not orange.
You turn the little stem at the bottom to turn it on, and it makes the frown
Easter carrots.
turn around.
I know. We love Easter carrots.
Hey, are you sure? See, because I see somebody else
Good.
watching.
Oh, they're back.
All right.
You never know.
We don't know.
We don't have
any
any extreme announcements this week, but thanks
No,
for watching.
no. You know, but we could have something really sweet though, because that delivery should be no later than the 6th.
Oh yeah, the 5th. Yes.
The 5th or something like that, and it's like
probably for next
today's
week's show we'll be able to like show it to you. I guess I don't know.
Well, it depends if it comes early
It's not
enough.
gonna look like a whole lot, but
And if it comes early enough, I could already have it hooked up. We might have to do the show from the garage.
oh,
You have to dress up in your
True.
winter clothes in the cold.
Oh, I'll be a little snow bunny.
You can wear the bunny ears.
True.
What? Won't be the first time.
I am excited to announce that we have been working hard this week, and
Miss A has been really helping a lot.
We're minutes away from getting things live on the auction block.
Well,
for BC's
they're going to be
Games and More.
listings. They're not auctions.
True.
Yeah,
true.
we're not auctioning
Sale
on
listings.
eBay. They're going to be sale
There
listings on eBay.
Will be an option.
We're almost up to 30, ready to go live.
And there will be an option to make an offer to BC.
You can make me an offer.
So if you are going to be looking
But
on
if the offer is
eBay,
too low, BC won't even see it. You want to know why? Because we go like this. What's happening? Oh, there's underscores in those?
I believe
now.
you can search either way. So I think you can just search BC's Games and More.
Probably not the way eBay likes to go, because the problem is.
Or you might have to put the underscores in. So
yeah, because
I'm putting that there just in case.
BCS has a tendency to show up college football shit.
Yes, unfortunately.
Especially when you type in BCS games.
Yes. The and more is vital. So thanks to whoever 100 years ago gave you the name and ruined it.
Well, I could have just went
marketing-wise.
Well, it's like it was that. Well, I could have went with the full original nickname, but BC's just rolls off better than Big Countries. Big Countries Games and More. We got everything you want here. You need some sarsaparilla.
Yeah, everyone would think you're from Texas, then.
I got some sarsaparilla to show you.
That would be just look great.
It's our homemade sarsaparilla right here. We put it in these plain bottles like this here. It's delicious. Ooh, that one's a little fermented too.
Wasn't sarsaparilla just like root beer or something?
Yes. Only a little bit more vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So again,
I prefer birch beer though.
If you are a frequenter of eBay,
check us out.
Hang on to that handle, check it out, and I'm sure we'll be sharing the listings.
Oh yeah,
you can share them on the page, so you'll be seeing them coming up. And scroll through your feed.
I believe we're gonna mark stuff down that it's like, hey, we also will do local pickup if you're local. You want to come hang out when you're picking up the game. Maybe
I was excited to see that option. So if you are a
Ooh, I forgot to tell you, Miss A. You know, like when it comes to these Wii remotes
yes,
that slide into the perfect shotguns here from Nyko,
yes.
the Wiimote. I have a line on a few different ones, but the problem is I'm trying to get them to drop down on their asking price.
For more guns?
No, for the actual Wiimote.
Oh. Sorry.
They have a Mario one that's red and blue, a Luigi one that's green, a princess that's pink.
And
I don't know. I'm trying to remember the other ones. They have a yellow one. No, I don't know if there's a toad one. I don't know. Doo-doo. Oops.
I forgot that thing was still running over there. Now, we've already featured House of the Dead on a previous
that's what I'm
broadcast.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to turn the video camera around. You've seen House of the Dead. Probably more than you may like to. But yes, I will be working on adding, turn that off for a second. I'm going to be working on adding listing links to your website.
Wouldn't that be easier if we just linked them to the Facebook? Hardly anyone ever goes to that web page.
Yes. But if it's updated and it's there, then it's all good. And it's free, so.
I got you, girl.
Never hurts because you don't know who's going to hit what where first. So, but he will be listing bundles.
We got some N64 bundles.
And individual games to start out with. Definitely be working towards accessories and other mishmash because there's always the and more.
And more.
That you
never know.
But we're initially going to be starting out with.
Oops, I shot the guy in the head.
And game bundles.
The person I wasn't supposed to. I shot in the head.
N64.
All right, we're turning this
some
off.
PlayStation. So we're mixing up some genres there. That'll be coming, like I said, in mere moments in the digital age on eBay. So
momentarily.
We've been making very good strides on that. It's very awesome. The process to list them is really.
It's actually kind of simple, but there's more to it than you realize.
Yes, really helpful, and it helps you to be as thorough as you want to be, which is good. Which makes me a little
miffed when you look at some of these ads.
When I go on eBay and you see stuff and it barely has anything, because then when you go to list something and see how much you could detail that y'all don't, it's like,
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I won't even get into Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to leave that off the show this week.
BC will talk about the marketplace.
You have to mention the one. You have to mention the one. I'm not going to share the picture. I'm not going to show it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I shared this post to Miss A. I'm like, check this out. Tell me what you notice. Guy selling a crane machine. You know, the claw machine.
Right.
Okay. If you've noticed, a lot of those have like a mirrored back in them.
Yes.
That way it looks bigger, you know, the toys and stuff.
Right. To help distract you from getting the...
Yes.
Right.
BC's tip of the day. If you are going to take pictures of items to sell, and they have a mirrored back.
Reflective in any way.
True. Reflective in any way, manner, shape, or form. Please have clothes on when you take the picture.
Now, I'm sure if there was
just saying,
someone tasteful selling something.
Just saying. You know, I mean, hey,
that might be a different story.
I'm pretty sure.
Very wide open.
I'm pretty sure the dude with the hairy beer belly selling the item is a really nice person. Ain't nobody needed to see that.
Yes, I'm sure.
And nobody needed to see 4 different angles.
Oh.
Because he took multiple pictures.
Yes. Ooh. It was.
Just don't. Leave your clothes on. Leave your clothes on when you're taking pictures of anything reflective, okay?
Oh, my jelly bean, stop it. It was so centered in this mirror. There's
no way he didn't notice.
Way.
How did you not notice?
It was like there's a fragment or there's some belly button lint in the corner of the picture. Like it was your whole body. Yeah.
I mean, it was
your whole naked body.
Yeah, it's like, it's like if Scott Hall was still the big thing, it would have been like this. Hey, yo. The hell you doing? Or, maybe a Rocky moment. Hey, Paulie, come over and check over this. What's going on? Hey, Adrian, get over here.
It's over. Speaking of Rocky, I did just see Dolph post
about Creed 2.
Yes, a cover. I don't know if you call it like a cover photo or a promo shot of the movie. Ooh, so it had like the kids in the front, but then in the back,
there's
you saw
Dolph in the
Sly and Dolph in the back, and they're looking at each other. You're like, oh, I hope this is good. This better not suck. Super exciting. Speaking of movies like Wreck-It Ralph and stuff.
Best thing about that is still, if you go and watch or read interviews that Stallone has done about because to make sure everything's all realistic. You gotta get your ass there in the ring, and you sit there. You're actually gonna throw some punches. You can't fake that. You gotta make it look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So Dolph knocked my ass out.
Yes.
It's like, what did you think was gonna happen?
And he's like, what now? Aren't they in their 60s now?
Oh yeah, they're both in their 60s.
Respectively, don't come stomp a mud hole if I'm misjudging your age there. But
they're in their 60s, mid to getting closer to late. 60s.
He recently posted on his Instagram a little sparring session. Of course, you can only post like a minute of video on Instagram with his kid. And they were wailing on each other.
Do you really want to do this or not?
No pads. No pads.
They had the hit gloves though. The little 8-ouncers. Because they ain't doing bare knuckle. Most people, even people that know how to throw a punch, is still gonna break a knuckle.
Gosh, I gotta bring it up now. I don't think he did. I didn't think he did.
Kind of. If they didn't have gloves on, I'd be really surprised.
They were. It was.
I'd be really surprised.
I was like, oh wow.
If there was no gloves, I'd be really, really, really surprised. Because I am Dolph Lundgren, I must break you.
But he's really sweet he does a lot with his posting his kids. Oh, there's the this one. Okay. Hello? Play this. Yeah.
Oh, see, but this is no. See, when you told me that they were wailing, that ain't really wailing. He's pulling the punches. They're pulling the punches. That ain't full on punching.
Well, that'd be more of a punch than I could throw. They're both gritting their teeth while they're punching each other with their bare hands. No, he's not literally going to punch his son literally as hard as he can. It's his kid.
Well, when you were saying that, I thought I had just assumed it was.
To me.
That's not full on sparring. Either.
Check out Dolph's Instagram. It's near the top.
That's Dolph Lundgren.
I was impressed.
Dolph Lundgren.
Still in very good shape.
Well,
him and his kid are like, hey, you want to punch each other?
Okay, I don't want to be rude, but to be honest, anyone who's famous in movies has no excuse for not being in shape. What else the fuck you doing?
True.
Especially if you're an action star. I mean, that is your job.
Yeah. Yes. Ow.
It's that's why it was so crazy for Stallone when he did a couple of the roles he's done, where it's like, okay, we need you to be fat. Well, I'm sorry, fucking what? What do you mean I can't work out?
Well, but then eat a lot of hamburgers.
But I can. You don't understand. I cannot not work out.
So
he probably paid somebody to force feed him a liquid diet of lard.
Oh.
And then they tied him to the bed.
I just want to do one of the flavors on this jelly bean
Let me do some sit-ups. They had to tie him to the bed so he wouldn't do sit-ups.
Oh.
That's what happened to Simone.
Like your grandpa.
Well, no, that was so no one would get hurt.
That's one of the flavors here is lard. Yes.
No way, is it? Because I'd eat that. DC got no problem with the lard.
My stomach.
If you like eating a liquid pork rind.
Stop. Ew. No, it's not going to be pork lard.
Huh. What kind of lard? Beef tallow? I'd eat that. I've had that before.
Oh.
Chock full of nutrients. Delicious.
Chock full of nuts, speaking of.
It's like the bone marrow, you know.
So,
come on.
I hope you enjoy your Halloween working.
Maybe.
In the rain, hopefully wherever y'all are, that your Halloween is spooky yet safe.
Mm-hmm. And remember, if it's going to be raining and darkish out, make sure the kiddies and everyone has reflective gear on or some flashlights and all that.
Or both.
And, you know.
Free candy is not worth getting run over.
You're probably going around with them.
Oh, yes.
Make sure you're dressed, though. You
just go. Yes.
And people driving. Watch what you're doing.
Oh, yes. It won't be long. Trick-or-treating lasts but a smidgen in the night, but
in our area,
that bad part of night.
In our area where from what I've seen, it's 6 to 8.
Yes,
For most of the locales around us,
everyone in Erie enjoys their trick-or-treating safely. Again, if there were any of the games that you saw in here that you liked on tonight's show, let us know. And unless it's Ghostbusters, because I'm not going to sell you that one. But
these ones here you can't have either. Those are from the personal collection.
I don't know. No, yes.
Oh, except for the Sonic and Knuckles, that's going to go up as a special bundle.
Yes. So be sure to check out.
Oh, did somebody else
our
pop in
eBay?
Oh, hey, look who it is.
Oh, I'm still on Instagram. Sorry. Yay!
Miss A went over to Instagram so she could check out Dolph Lundgren. So she would see him throwing punches.
Mercy.
Punching
his son.
Wasn't real punches. No. It was more like.
No! Ow, that's hurting. Ow, stop. Okay. All right, that really is hurting.
If that's really hurting, you really got to start getting yourself worked up.
You like my little hat?
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. It's as Halloween-y as we get here.
I had to take mine off because I was getting hot.
Yes, sweat was pouring.
Took the helmet off and it looked like I was
It's
crying.
hot here in the studio. It heats up very quickly. And we've been eating some very bad jelly beans that apparently taste like barf and dog food. So
Beanboozled.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm telling you, they don't taste like this bad.
But they might.
Oh, I thought you were going to put that on me. Like, what is happening?
No,
it's full
we're good.
of sweat.
It's not full of sweat. Come on now.
Yay!
Ridiculous.
You guys down there should do a Facebook Live, by the way. Carrie number 2. Yes. I don't, because y'all are into Star Wars and games and all that good stuff. Yes, you should definitely
go on eBay and check out all.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
Read the flavors.
Lawn clippings, moldy cheese, dog food, toothpaste, dead fish.
Toothpaste, my personal favorite.
Socks.
Because the other ones are horrid.
Booger, barf, rotten egg, and spoiled milk.
I'd take, if I had to have anything.
Jelly Bellies.
If I had to take anything other than the toothpaste, it'd be spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk? Okay, which one is the lawn clippings?
No.
I'm taking a lawn clippings.
Give me a spoiled milk.
What? Where? The plain? Do it. I think it's this one. That's the spoiled milk. You've probably eaten spoiled milk at some point.
That's why.
Anyway.
That's why I'm like, I'll take the spoiled milk.
I've heard of them, but I have no interest. You haven't? Oh, come on. Lawn clippings to your health. Salute.
Oh God, I told you. Hey, you want to taste the rest of this one? What else? What is it supposed to taste like? If it's either coconut or spoiled milk.
That definitely was not lime. I don't know. I'm not sure it tastes like much of anything, but.
You want to eat the rest of this one?
I hate coconut. I'm pretty sure that was not lime. Oh my gosh, maybe they really do taste disgusting. I know player number 4 just appreciated me eating a lawn clipping jelly bean. Okay, this is the coconut.
Sure, that's coconut.
They're really gross. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad the little dude, aka player 3,
I'm glad he got
the chocolate pudding and not the canned dog food.
Is this the smell of it?
Mm-hmm.
I can smell it.
I even say I don't think that's coconut.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm not eating this. Oh my gosh!
Lick it.
Oh my
You said they didn't have them. Now lick it.
It smells so good. This actually smells like the Stinky Socks one. What color was the Stinky Socks thing?
I ain't even contemplating.
Oh,
that
that's the
boy.
Multicolored. This is definitely not the. Ooh, I got a little bloop. I got a little bloop down there. Player 4's like, what are you doing, Mama?
What's going on up there?
Please stop. Please stop.
Stop. Do it. She's going for it.
It smells
Go for it.
bad.
Go for it.
It smells bad.
Do it. Just get a little nibble.
Ah!
I told you. I told you.
They're really gross.
In all fairness, there might be coconut. Miss A does not like coconut
No.
either, so she can't. She might not be able to tell the difference between spoiled milk and coconut.
I'm gonna die. Ah! Okay. Ooh. That whiskey bottle over the corner is looking really good.
No.
Okay. Please throw that far away.
Give that to me.
Disgusting.
Give it.
Just smelling it. Did you drink all your beer?
I did.
Oh no.
I don't even have a drop left to try to wash that out. Starting to come back.
It really was spoiled milk. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Well, that'll be the highlight clip of this week's show. Thanks for joining us.
We're gonna go to bed now.
Oh, I gotta get in the shower and wash my mouth out with soap. Gladly. Oh my stomach. Oh my god. All right, thank you. I'm definitely going to search out those boxes and buy them and give them to people.
Had I known, we could have given those out on Halloween. Been like, hey, yo, Pops.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Yes, they are gross, by the way.
Like I can still smell it. Ah.
Yeah, I agree with that one too.
Oh my gosh.
You? Why?
Oh
yes,
my
it's
gosh.
you.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I was going to end the show on time.
I only ate half of that. And I'm like, I really thought I could handle the spoiled milk.
Cheesy garlic bread potato chip to wash the days down. All right. Oh my god. Join us next week as we eat another jelly bean, and test every flavor in this box.
Why? Whoa. It literally made my eyes bulge.
Yes, they actually opened up all the way. Thanks again to John D'Onofrio, all of the crew at the Mad Vikings Beard and Mustache Company. Congrats to a very good 5th annual Monsters Ball in Conneaut, Ohio. They raised a lot of money. They had a fantastic time.
We were busy and we had other stuff going on. Otherwise, we would have tried to get a hold to see, hey.
Yes. So when you watch the replay,
numbers.
Let us know how everything went. Also, special thanks for joining us tonight, Skoldrin from Skoldrin's Realms. If you are into video games, he's on Twitch. If you're into wrestling, he's on HWR chat room here on Facebook, talking about all things wrestling and Brock Lesnar. Yay!
I was going to say something. I'm like, of course, Brock.
If you are into shopping and things, now you don't have to wait for the con. We're on eBay. You can check him out, BC's Games and More. And you can see the listings, which are going up momentarily. And then you'll be able to buy it now.
Buy it now.
That is exciting. We will be joining you next week, possibly out in the garage, where we are going to be looking at Ms. Pac-Man and how we're going to be modifying that arcade machine.
Unless it comes early, in which case it might already be modified by then.
True, yes, and then we will get the inside look as we eat our disgusting jelly beans.
Oh my lord, I don't know if I can. I ate that half of that jelly bean and now I can't stop.
You should have spit it out!
I can't stop.
Oh, I will have to send you a private video, Carrie, of stuff that's been going on. You'll just be like, girl, and I'll be like, girl. So,
especially if it's the video I'm thinking of.
No.
Ooh. You ain't gonna send that one?
No.
If you ask nice, she might send it. I'm not burping in it. I'm doing something else in it.
Player 4 says that it's time to go, so we're gonna go.
BC's upset tummy.
I'm literally gonna go vomit to get this out. I cannot stand this. That garlic potato chips did nothing to
Oh God! Why?
The show has degenerated. Happy birthday to Donald Trump's Windows game from 100 years ago. I don't know what happened. I don't care.
Donald Trump's real estate tycoon.
Yes, yes.
11/1/2002.
Lord, if the man, him and Gene Simmons, if they can monopolize and make money off of something.
The old Donald Trump when he would walk.
Oh, purse his lips like Paul Stanley.
You never noticed that when he'd like get off the plane, like for the Apprentice and that?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't really watch the show, but she told you not to. That's true. That's true.
That's why I thumbs it up.
Next time.
I gave you a thumbs up. I should have listened.
Next time, if a viewer tells us we're going to listen. Oh, we will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Next week, Mrs. Renfro's, because I can at least handle that. I don't mind my mouth being on fire.
I'll eat the jelly beans. He'll eat the salsa. How's that?
Ooh, give me some ghost peppers.
I'm Mrs. A. This is BC. We will see you guys next week.
Maybe a Louisiana Reaper. That's hotter than the ghost pepper.
Ooh, I'll have to get you